Yeah, it's G-Bass, up in here with Duke Fella, fresh out the county.
Yeah, over life shit, you know what I'm saying?
And we up in here trying to come up with a plan, do ya? You hear me?
Real talk,
You know what I'm saying?
talk.
How the game go?
Southwest,
Yeah.
Glow Production.
Even though the game fucked up, I continue flipping when I'm dipping. Ghetto living life grimy. Haters will get behind me. On the block you'll find me trying to get my dough. In it to win it, but you know that's how the game go. I pack a Glock up in the rock spot just in case it's woe. I roll a swisher and blow. I put the pedal to the floor. Thinking about drama, is it karma that I'm doing bad? Scraping the bottom of the barrel, weighing heavy. Trying to scheme and bounce back with a sack 28 about the jaw. And be a ghetto star. Set trends, count ends and roll fancy cars. Time to live my life. I done made it too far. You can't raise the bar. Sometimes that's how things are. When you dealing in the street, sometimes it gets bizarre. So learn from your mistakes when you gamble, or the hood I had you stretched out and canceled. That's how shit gets handled with rapid bullet return. Hot ones to the chest when I'm stretched. Roll it up and let it burn. With rapid bullet return, just let it burn.
That's how the game go. It's that tricky cause it's a gamble. Up in the streets trying to handle. I had to learn how to crumble up the herb, roll it up and let it burn. Cause in these streets stripes are earned.
And the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm. I say the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm.
I used to dream about ballin' a lot on 26 inches when I crawled through the lot. I used to sit at the spot, grind rock for rock, palm wrapped around a Glock, praying I don't get popped. When will it stop? This is for my locals in jail, just never making commissary or receiving they mail. They put their faith in that girl, she claims she's going to make bail, but she at the spot with cuz and she fucking for sales. But through it all, it made you put pressure on your bunk, praying for the day them white folks tell you to bunk your junk. And it's a cold world, you can't trust nobody. Look at your old girl, she's out there fucking everybody. Got your kids dressed snotty, but she all in the club, bopping on this Cali nigga cause she heard he had the plug. On bricks and birds, pounds of herbs. Real talk gangster, he was curved to curve. We was neck to neck in the game, that's how we raced it. With blood on my palms, now you can taste it.
That's how the game go. It's that tricky cause it's a gamble. Up in the streets trying to handle. I had to learn how to crumble up the herb, roll it up and let it burn. Cause in these streets stripes are earned.
And the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm. I say the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm.
Sometimes I hustle right, sometimes I hustle wrong. Sometimes I do it big, sometimes I do it small.
Out here trying to ball off the road, apprehended by the law, talking about what they saw. Man, you know how the game go. If you swing in a lane to get your change on, you better know. Or them white folks that have your ass stretched out on the floor, head buried in the gravel, getting gaffled in the wall. In the streets, keep it low. Wash up your cash flow and keep your ear to the street to keep your balance on your feet. And if they sweatin', pay attention to the heat. This shit don't cease, a never-ending battle to the top of the game. Some hustle on the low, some battle for the fame and a name, and the struggle goes on. You feel the pain on the hustle, the game. You gamble with your life, man. Going for broke, gotta hustle, feeling the strain. Face rearranged from a clock that was aimed.
That's how the game go. It's that tricky cause it's a gamble. Up in the streets trying to handle. I had to learn how to crumble up the herb, roll it up and let it burn. Cause in these streets stripes are earned.
And the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm. I say the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm.
That's how the game go. That's how the game go. That's how the game go. It's that tricky cause it's a gamble. Up in the streets trying to handle. I had to learn how to crumble up the herb, roll it up and let it burn. Cause in these streets stripes are earned.
And the streets will knock you down if your feet ain't planted firm. I say the streets will knock you down if